Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol KMPH. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. It does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out where levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Really no other way to summarize this other than, this was a gap and trap, and like I said, not to beat around the bush, and I'm not trying to rub salt in the wounds, but yeah, this was a total gap and trap. What's a gap and trap if maybe you're new? So on Tuesday, the price closed right there, and then today the price opened up right there, hence the gap up. And then after the gap up, the price actually moved a little bit higher. Some poor souls were buying up there, and then from there, just all bears the remainder of the day in a very, very nasty mover. Now, to offer a little bit of kind of potential light at the end of the tunnel, at least the price did start to show some signs of strength late day with a nice little bounce upwards. I mean, when you stop and think about the fact that at one point during the latter part of the day, the price was actually down below 75 cents, yet it ultimately was able to close at 83 cents. I mean, that's a good solid bounce in a relatively short amount of time. So I don't want to say that the entire chart's destroyed, but as far as today's price movement and where the price had originally started up there, I mean, this is the classic example of a gap and trap in play. Really the key thing going forward on a couple levels is, first off, if this bounce has any sort of true power behind it, it's got to stay above 80 cents. Why do I say it's got to stay above it? Well, for the simple reasoning that if the price were to pull back to 80 and then just go down through there, at that point in time, from a very literal perspective, that would literally be putting the price right back inside of that area of the chart at the lows. And not to insult your intelligence, but price movements that go back to where they were, not exactly a sign of true power, true strength, or anything like that. Whereas if the price came down here, behaved in that manner, and then started to work its way back upwards, well, at least at that point in time, you'd have a set of lows there, you'd have a set of lows there, and if you envision those as stair steps, well, you got stair steps progressing in the upwards direction. So 80 cents, very important from the level of support side of things. As far as areas of resistance, keep an eye on the purple line right there, the 50-period moving average. That'll definitely be the key battleground to watch going forward. But overall, rough day. But the latter part of the day does make this interesting going forward. So let's see if this bounce has any sort of true power behind it. And again, the best way to measure the true power, let's see if it can make progress. And again, progress being defined as staying up above 80 cents. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.